Hello. Welcome to If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, a podcast about navigating our chaotic life under our wet sun. With me, as always. Oh wait, I'm Nikki Grayson. With me, as always, are LB Hunktears and John Warren, my best friends.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
are you okay?
No.
Okay, I won't talk to you anymore. Jordan is on the sticks. Jordan, play the music.
Is this the gimmick this week? Is we're thumbs? We're thumb people?
I don't know how Jordan had that music queued up. Did
That
y'all
was
plan
great.
that? That was really
No.
funny. Oh wow.
That shit. Listen, Jordan and I have been working together for 55 years.
yeah,
So we
it's
just know
a-
each other. We know our beats. We know the timing.
Mhm.
It's my day,
It is.
Yeah,
And we made you
congratulations.
podcast with all these whites
Yeah.
today.
so that's fun. And I have a great way to
And
celebrate
not,
the
and not a
fact.
single one of us asked if we should delay this one till tomorrow because it's a holiday.
No, I mean, why would you?
Sorry.
Why would you? But you know what?
What?
It's
What?
time for
Oh.
the second annual Great White Off. Thank you so much.
Oh no.
So wait, we're celebrating Juneteenth
by
instead of
celebrating
talking about like
Correct.
anything black.
anything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no,
We're
it's
just
a
talking
celebration
about-
of white culture.
Wow. Finally. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, like what a week too. Like Boston won the NBA
I
title.
know. I don't think white people have won enough this
We
week.
haven't won enough this week.
It's not really a fully fledged one because I didn't think about it until I was driving home from the Costco today. But
wait. So you were at the Costco and was
Yes.
like white culture. Oh
Yes,
fuck,
literally-
white culture.
literally, yes,
Yeah,
that is exactly how it went.
that's
I
awesome.
got cut in the chicken line by a white woman wearing
On your day?
on my
On your
day by a white woman wearing cheetah print like stilettos.
Whoa.
Okay, that's kind.
Yeah, it was extremely
Yeah.
cunt. And I was like, it's like 1:45
Yeah,
on a Wednesday.
sure.
That rules.
That
Great.
rules.
And then she cut me in line, grabbed 2 chickens, and then put one of them into an old person's basket. And I couldn't tell if she was related to the old person or if the old person was there also. Because when I passed her
What?
later,
Wait, what? If the old person was there?
yes,
And how do you
I
know it was an
couldn't
old
tell
person's cart?
because the old person was it was one of those like drive carts that you sit inside, like a wheelchair cart.
Sure.
you know?
Okay.
So the white woman cut me in line, grabbed 2 chickens. She took one and then she put another one inside of this other person's cart. And then when I saw the woman again in line, she was not near the old person that was inside of the cart. So I don't know what the relationship is.
Maybe the old person was like, "Can you grab me a chicken?"
That I think is what happened. And I think she used that opportunity
To cut
to
you in
cut
line on
me
your
in
day.
line, which is fucking no. Honestly, one of the blackest things you can do is that. So it was fine. I was okay with it.
So it still felt like a celebration.
It still did feel
It
like a
still felt like
celebration.
a
with the, I mean, with the
bit.
stilettos, like
The stilettos, I think, were the thing that made me not mad.
Right.
that. If you're wearing those shoes, you're celebrating something.
If she was wearing Keds, we would have fought,
Mm,
you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
for sure.
But she was not. She was serving cunt in the chicken line at a Costco on Wednesday at 1:45 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Why is it that don't people have jobs?
Mm,
I guess not, right? Because everyone and their fucking mom was at Costco today.
I mean,
say more about this lady. Like what? Like
The woman who cut me in line,
yeah.
a little taller than me,
Okay.
mid 40s,
Okay.
probably wearing a light wash denim jumpsuit.
Oh.
Stared at my dog
Okay.
a lot,
Okay.
and then to the point where like I had to be like, "Hi," you know. This was all before she cut me in line,
Okay.
and then
Did you go through the whole Costco together?
No.
Yeah, are you dating? Are you two
you
together?
married?
Are we dating?
Yeah.
Fuck, maybe.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think we're dating, and I don't think I know her.
Okay.
But yeah, we bumped into each other at in the chicken line, and then she cut me.
Yeah, you shopped with Aaron Brockovich at this Costco, it sounds like. which is wild.
Yeah, so I think I'm rich now.
Maybe she's on some sort of cool case.
On a case. I think I'm rich now.
Yeah.
By association.
Yeah.
She
asked if you been to Camp Lejeune.
and I said, yes, I drank all of the water at Camp Lejeune.
I have mesothelioma 8 times.
It stacks. Did you know that it stacks now? Like a disease in Fallout?
Yeah.
It stacks now.
Yeah. She called it a debuff.
Question number 1.
Oh, wow. Okay,
we're in
right
it.
to it.
Have you ever gone on a wine tasting tour? If so, how many times? You receive 1 point per time that you have gone.
I have a follow-up question.
Yes.
Do I have to do I have to be wine tasting? Like,
Yes,
as I'm participating?
If
Or-
you went, that counts.
I went on a wine train when I was a little kid,
Oh,
That counts.
but I didn't. I was like, I had to go into the child
But that counts. But
Yeah,
you would have.
unfortunately, that
But
does
you
count.
being brought to that, like only a white child would
Yeah,
be brought
exactly,
to that
correct.
experience. I feel like,
Yeah.
and that is also when I went. I've not been
okay.
as an adult, but I went as a child.
Okay,
Was
so
it such a shitty experience that you just didn't want to go wine tasting?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Yes. I went around to the place where they were fermenting everything, and I held my nose the whole time. And the whole tour was like mad. And my mom was like, "You've got to cut it out." I was like, "It stinks." I kept saying it stinks over and over again.
I mean,
Well, that
it
is
does.
crazy.
Yeah.
I was on a wine train and I thought it was going to be like a cool train, like from TV, like from a kid's show, with like the choo choo and like a cool conductor man would come and he'd have overalls on. And none of that happened. It was just adults drinking.
Yeah, that's not as fun.
Jordan, do you want to play?
No one said all aboard at any point. It's terrible.
I don't know where Jordan speaks to us now.
Jordan would
Jordo's
just
here.
pop in.
Jordo would just pop in.
if he's
Yeah, what's up?
available.
Do you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been on one of these wine chasing tours?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so that's
Wow.
0 points. So you and I are currently tied. So that's
All right.
You're playing?
I guess
Oh yeah,
so.
it's my day.
No, Jordan.
Oh,
it's not you're playing. Nikki's playing?
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
playing.
so.
Okay. It's like Alex Trebek answering his own question for sure.
God, it would be fucking sick if you did that.
That'd be so fucking funny. It's like, I
I'll
know
just-
this one.
I'll just pop in with my brief answer.
Okay.
For sure.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Number 2. Can you name 3 fish songs?
No.
No.
Okay, that's 3 points. You were going to lose a point per answer that you got.
No.
Jordan, okay, thank you so much. So we all got 3 points on that one.
I had to check if fish was fish or if fish was spoon.
Wow.
So unfortunately, Jordan, that is going to take a point away from
No.
you.
I was gonna say,
It
I
is
was
gonna
like,
be 2 points.
I was like, listen, I'm not in charge of scoring, but that feels relevant to me.
That unfortunately is going to take a point away from you. Question number 3. Have you attended a Renaissance fair?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So that is
Yes.
1 point for LB.
I want to go to that Ren
0.
fair so bad with that girl pours a beer down your throat. Y'all have
I
you seen
saw that shit and I want
That
that, too,
seems
John.
crazy.
I want
I
that to be my life.
No,
That seems like a
seems
sick
great.
way to aspirate.
I
on
don't care.
shitty
Seems like a
German beer.
great way to aspirate, actually.
I don't want anyone pouring anything into me.
You would want her pouring that into you.
Mm.
You'll see.
What do you mean you'll see?
This
Send me
is
the
a-
link then.
You'll see.
This is a short answer question.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
I will ask each of you, Jordan. I'm just going to give you the points on this one because I didn't know if you were playing or not. So I only prepared 2 options. So, but if I can think of a third one before, then you can do this one. I need each of you to give me a tight 20 seconds on a game that I'm going to name for you.
Okay.
And then if I am satisfied with your answer, you will receive 5 points.
Okay.
Okay? LB, we begin with you.
Okay.
Bocce.
I have no fucking idea what that is. I've heard the word a few times. I think it comes with ball. It's some kind of a ball. Bocce ball is a thing. Someone plays it somewhere. I don't know if it's like it. Maybe it's because of like the letter C is I think in it. Okay. I imagine the ball to be kind of like not round. I imagine it to be like kind of chunky, you know, like a low polygon ball.
It's such an interesting way to talk.
It also sounds like it's something.
An interesting way to talk about a thing that actually exists.
and also, I think I spent a really long time thinking it was a sport in Star Wars only.
Okay, you know what? That's great.
Bocce out back.
It sounds like a thing Luke Skywalker would play.
Yeah, right.
You're like, oh, I'm really good at bocce.
Yeah, Greedo's got a bocce court.
Okay, I'm done. But that was more than 20 seconds.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
John, polo.
Well, polo is played on horseback, and it's a tremendously dangerous sport, both for rider and for horse. So it's been outlawed in a lot of countries. Very popular still, though, in the American Southeast, especially in South Carolina.
You don't have to keep going. That's the 5 points.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks so much. And then, again, you want to have the fewest number of points here.
I'm just thanking you for the participation. That's all.
Absolutely. I just couldn't be bothered to hear more about the thing that you knew about. Question number.
By the way, bocce is kind of like curling, but with balls.
Yeah. So I can't.
Does curling not have balls?
So I'm going to give you 6 points now on that one.
Curling does no.
Is it not like a chonky ball? Is it not from Star Wars?
Fully round ball that you.
Is there a thing in Star Wars that sounds like bocce?
Jizz.
Yeah, jizz. Space chess.
There is like the card game you play in
Blitz.
Knights of the Old Republic does have a name that's kind of like that.
Busy.
Games. Nope. Games in Star Wars universe. Category gaming.
Luck. Yeah, have fun. Have fun on StarWars.fandom.com.
Have fun with that, LB. What do you mean? So, games in Star Wars. That's going to narrow down the stuff like bocce ball. What are you talking about? You're going to be waiting in SEO garbage for the next 30 years.
Well,
Hot Bespin was a configuration in the game of Shronker.
What's Shronker?
Would you like to know?
Yeah, I would love to know what Shronker is.
It's a popular holo game designed for 2 players. Shronker.
What do you do?
Shronker. Yeah.
Shronker. It's available. The Shronker article is also available in Polish.
Oh, great.
Shronker.
It's so nuts. Disney has very few jobs. It's so crazy that you can't get Star Wars holotable games for VR.
Oh, I know.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
John Drake, get on that.
Sabak is what I was confused.
Sabak.
What's
that is close.
It's cards.
That a card game?
It's
cards. Yeah.
It's what like all the smugglers play.
Yeah.
It's like the sexy card game.
Lando is playing it in solo, I think.
Yes. I feel like there used to be when you were in the hotel that doesn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of, when you were in the hotel that doesn't exist anymore, you could play the game there, I think. This is not a related question. What's the longest period of time you've been around a famous person without knowing that you were around a famous person?
It's a really good question. I know why you're asking this too, which is really funny.
How famous do they have to be?
Here's the line. If that person would get stopped in public, then I think that's the line.
My thing is, it's like, okay, my mom is one of those people who like will be like, "That's David Spade." Like, what?
Right.
like that's. I know that he was in a commercial. That guy was in a commercial in 1979, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" Like, my mom will spot anybody at any time and tell me, like,
yeah.
Like, look at that person.
Yeah. That's kind of me. So, like, honestly, I don't really remember that happening.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I've been around like games industry events where I've been like hanging out around someone that is famous to our group.
Yes.
And without really realizing it, but it's kind of different.
I think it was the amount of time I was at the Giant Bomb green room before Nikki, you said that's the guy from Starship Troopers.
Oh, for sure.
Sure.
That's
yeah.
huge.
So that was weird to see Casper Van Dien at just a party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kept looking at him and going,
yeah.
Well, that industry exec looks very familiar to me. And because he hasn't I don't mean to be mean, but he has not done a lot of work.
No, he just
the interim.
No.
So
he's been in Twister and Fire Twister, please.
Okay.
Twister.
Sorry.
Fire Twisters, right?
No, Twister is a regular movie.
And they're making Twisters, the sequel to
with
Okay,
Glenn
so
Powell.
then what was he in?
Fire Twister.
Fire Twister.
Fire Twister.
I don't think he was in Twister.
And no, he's not in Twister. He's not in Twister.
No, he's in a movie called Fire Twister.
He is in Fire
Thank you,
Twister.
Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
But is he in another movie called Twister?
No.
That isn't.
Is
it like Poison Twister? Piss Twister?
Yeah. Piss Twister for sure.
Piss
Twister for sure.
He's in something else. He's in great.
He's in
movies.
he's
in a movie
General
called Daughter.
He's General Thompson in the reboot of Beyond Belief Factor Fiction. That's crazy.
Wow. That is crazy. So I don't like he's fine, but he has not been in my forefront for a long time. So I did this thing where I was like, I know this person, but I was like Microsoft, Sony. I was like going down the list. It's like, oh no, that's Casper Van Dien.
Casper Van Dien. He was in a motion picture called Christmas Twister in 2012.
Oh,
okay.
It is unrelated to Fire Twister.
Okay.
He plays two different characters in both of these motion pictures.
Okay.
Well, after his performance in Christmas Twister, I mean, they had to get him for Fire Twister.
Had to get him.
You know, like we need Casper. What are we doing here?
Gotta get Casper. When I went to Disneyland last week, which feels like it was 7 months ago.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was last week. I was with Jenny Nicholson.
Yeah.
From
crazy.
YouTube.
Yeah.
For like 3.5 hours.
Crazy.
Before I realized, because she's Bailey's friend. She went to high school with Bailey Myers over at GameSpot. And like for 3 hours was just like
chilling.
Is this white girl?
Yep.
You know?
Right.
Here she is. And then she got stopped like 3 times in that 3 hours. And that was what made me be like,
yeah.
Now, Jenny?
Now, had you watched the Star Wars?
No, Nikki didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
If Nikki had watched it, then they would have known.
Okay.
Yes, but I did not watch it.
Because you would have already spent 4 hours with her.
Yes, correct.
Exactly. Okay.
But then delightful,
it's a really good hour.
Thoughtful
great
hours.
Yeah,
She's lovely. Great person.
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So then I went on YouTube and I typed in Jenny, and then Jeff Grubb was behind me, and then he started laughing. Because he watched me do it.
That's really, really, really funny.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, huh? And then he was like, type in star. And then I said, okay. And then I was like, oh, Jenny Nicholson from TV.
I mean, at least it wasn't like...
I promptly forgot.
At least it wasn't like, okay, type in mission impossible. Type in top gun. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, yeah. The thing with a lot of YouTube celebrities is that unless you do stare at them all the time, they mostly look like normal.
Yeah,
they're regular
like
people.
Normal people.
You know, so it's like,
and they're not ambiently like, or because we're not like children.
Yeah,
right.
And YouTube isn't our like ambient pop culture thing that's always on.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know YouTubers.
I don't know what they look like.
Whereas like, I do have a funny, once my friend Nick, when he was a kid, was at a party, like with his parents, like some industry thing, because his parents were industry people. And like Billy Corgan went up to him and was like, it's okay. You don't have to keep pretending you don't know who I am. Yes, I'm here. You must be really excited.
God.
He was like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
Who's Billy Corgan?
He's the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins. Also,
but it's like, what?
The current owner of the National Wrestling Alliance.
Why would you do this to a child?
That's crazy.
Like a middle schooler, like an awkward
crazy.
middle schooler. Like that kid loves the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm gonna go blow his mind. Like, what are you doing? What's going on here?
What a small vampire world.
Turn it off.
I crack myself up with that.
Turn it off.
Yeah, see, Nikki, you know those songs from all the Mouth albums.
I do.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
reason why.
Et cetera.
That's the only
It's the
reason.
only reason why that joke had any play. Oh, there was a car.
There was a
Little
car.
frog
It's gone now.
came up.
Little frog car.
Okay, I really thought the celebrities question was like part of
world
the
is a
white off,
frog.
and
No,
I
it
was
was
like,
not
I'm gonna
related.
nail this one.
Yeah,
But
no, it was
didn't-
not
related.
Didn't
related.
do anything.
I just wanted to tell a quick story because I feel like a
No,
lot of
it's
people
good.
think I have a lot of like social prowess and
You do.
deft and like
You do.
ability.
You do.
Okay, interesting. But like in that situation, none of it.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you
None of
did.
it.
You did because you didn't come to her and be like,
Oh,
"Hey, do I know you from somewhere?"
Hey, do I know you? Hey, do you mind talking to me for 8 hours about this thing? Like I would have done. I would have looked like Nikki. I would have looked at her within the first 5 minutes and been like, "It's sorry, things been cool." I would have done that because I have no fucking chill. Like
Yeah.
I would just been like, "It's the coolest 4 hours I've spent this week."
Wow,
Like I would
that's
have done
crazy.
that. I would have done
John
that.
Yeah,
has
no.
an Australian attorney, and what did you
Oh
say to
my
her the first time you
God.
met her?
I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a friend from Melbourne."
That's crazy.
Fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
It's
Did she
fucking
stop working
crazy.
with you immediately?
No, I know because I sent her an email and I was like, "It's crazy that I did that. Can we still work together?" And she was like, "Yeah, I didn't. Everyone does that." And I'm like, "Okay, sure." And I'm like, "But I don't want to be in the lump of people."
Nikki,
that
are
just
you
go,
eating on
"Oh,
the
who's
podcast?
Australian?"
Sorry.
It's my fucking day.
Okay. All right.
It's my day.
Let's
All
let's
right,
pull
you
up
know-
the Constitution, look at the amendment, see what it says. It says, okay, but all that good stuff. And Nikki can eat. Nikki, who's not born yet, can eat on podcasts which haven't been invented yet.
Yes.
On
Only
All
this
right.
day.
today.
Well,
Only today.
Only today. I did
apologies
eat
for
lunch.
the interruption.
No, it's okay.
If it's
We
in
love
the
you, Jordan.
Constitution, that's okay.
Well, there's the one question, and then we can hit to the ad break. It's the last one.
Okay.
I forgot the question I was going to ask earlier because we started talking about something else. This is great. I fucking love this question.
All right.
Okay.
How many generations back in your family are you able to identify? Did I ask this question last year?
No.
No.
Okay.
Define identify.
Like you can give their names. And it doesn't have to be you know their name off the top of your head, but somewhere someone has done the work to name
someone
these
has
people.
done the work?
Yes. Like identifiable history tracked how many generations back.
Oh, I mean, my dad did a fucking sicko ancestry thing
That's
like 5
unfortunate.
years ago.
So could you, like, if you were to give
If I
him a
asked
number-
him,
can you text him right now?
Yeah, I can.
Thanks. You can call him if you think that would be faster.
I don't think I want to do
I
that.
know that. Okay. Okay. So me to my dad is one generation, right?
That's correct.
Okay, that's my dad to his mom, 2. Charlotte to her mom, 3. Her to Rose, 4. 4 generations.
4. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, but you get.
That's the
4
furthest
kids.
back.
Okay. Jordan, do you know?
Yeah, Mallory family clan has been mapped all the way back to like Norway several hundred years ago.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's
Not looking good for you, but
No, I mean, like, we don't have specific stories about these people, but my dad's done similar to John's dad, who is also named Bill.
Yeah.
I mean,
my dad Bill has done the legwork.
So is that
I know, Nikki,
10?
I know this
10
this about ours
yeah.
is that we apparently fought alongside William Wallace,
Ooh. Okay. So
Who is that?
I'm gonna
Braveheart.
say from Braveheart. So that's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. Wait, let me just double check. Braveheart,
so I'm gonna say
how long ago?
1994?
95.
Crazy.
Okay,
Wow.
13th century. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's like 20. Right?
Yeah. Now,
generation
to be clear,
is a century.
To be
or
clear,
80 years.
I have no interest or can reach back, but the work has been
for
done.
sure. No. But unfortunately, John, that's not what the question is.
I understand that.
So I'm going to
because
I was a little worried. I'm like, it might be 5 generations. Actually, we might be able to trace back all the way to 5.
I can name someone from 5 generations ago.
13th century is the 1400s.
Yes.
No.
Stupid.
Nope. Yes.
1200s.
Fucking stupid. Fix that shit.
20th century, 1900s.
How can you track? How is there paper going back that far?
Well, I think some of it has a little bit to do with the name.
That's crazy.
How long is a generation? 20 to 30 years. Ooh, John, that's gonna be pretty tough for you.
Here's the thing. Okay, hold on a second. I'm getting a text back.
Okay, he's typing.
The name tracks back to William Wallace.
Okay.
Our ancestry only goes back to about mid 19th century.
Oh, that's still a long time ago.
That's about as same as mine.
Yeah.
So that's the 1800s. So we'll generously give you 1850. 2024 minus 1850.
Now, I don't send my dad random questions like that often. Sure. The idea that I'm going to have to explain why I asked him that question is making me so stressed out.
Sure. Just say I'm curious.
Just say I'm curious. Yeah.
That's about right. That's about right. Clown horn.
John, you get that's 6 points for you.
Okay, great.
That's going to be 5 points for LB.
Did I win the white off last time?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Of course.
All right.
So we're
because of your boat crash.
Yeah, the boat crash is what put
you crashed a boat into a yacht.
Yeah,
which I could never compete with.
Got away with
billion years.
Getting away with it. It's like it's wider than anything.
That's crazy. Also, the only reason why my family's done ancestral history stuff is mostly to for the German passport stuff, and still. It wasn't back. I mean, it get back very far.
No,
it's like four generations. I think is what they managed.
Well, John, congratulations! 2 years in a row, bud.
2 years in a row. Wait, what about Jordan? How'd Jordan do?
Jordan got 9 points. Less white than you, LB.
But Jordan didn't answer the.
Jordan didn't have
to
explain a game, which I think he would have been able to do.
Sorry.
And how many generations back does Jordan?
I gave him 6 points because it felt similar to John's experience.
Okay.
That was a vibes-based point determination.
I win. Do I get to give a speech or anything? Or
you get to take us to the ad break.
All right. Hey, welcome to the ad break. Have you ever wanted to know how far back your family's lineage goes? Well, I've got a product for you. Today's sponsor is Q-tips. What you do is you rub the inside of your mouth with a Q-tip and you put it in an envelope, and then you put whatever address you want on the envelope, and you put a forever stamp. Now, this is crucial because postage could change. You put a forever stamp on the corner of that thing and you pop that bad boy in the mail. And in 6 to 8 weeks, you'll find out if that went to a good place or not. So go to qtips.com/ if you're driving.
Okay.
To get your Q-tip envelope kit today. And we will send you that in the mail for free. And then you just send that off.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Q-tip. We have two. Oh, go ahead.
No, very quickly. I'm on their website because they sent us the website. Can I show you something fucking crazy?
Yeah, of course. Oh, you put it in the. Okay.
Oh, I can. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Share screen.
What the fuck am I looking? So okay, you clean a shoe.
Okay.
And then it starts being much more challenging for me.
It won't. I broke it. So that's good. I tried to share a tab and now it's just stuck on my screen. So
all right. So it's an image of I'll go right to left because it's actually more insane that way. There's like a fake plant. Basically, it looks like two pipe cleaners with a lot of maybe Q-tips kind of stuck into the side. So it looks like those puff balls. And then in the middle, it's a banana peel, but instead of banana, it's those kind of makeup removal wipes.
Yeah, so it's a cotton pad.
And then on the left, it's just a piece of dookie on the back of a red shoe. And then someone's reaching in to rub it off with
one Q-tip.
One Q-tip.
And now it's a red patent leather shoe, crucially.
Yeah.
Patent leather's a difficult, it's a harder, you can't just go with that with soap and water, right?
Right.
You can't you can't use like regular leather cleaner on it. You got to use special
because it's plastic.
Those are, and also I want to be clear again, because they sponsored the segment. Those are Q-tips beauty rounds.
Beauty rounds. Thank you so much for that swift correction so we can get that sweet
Q-tip.
money from Q-tip.
Yes, thank you, Q-tip.
Thank you so much. We have a Patreon, which you can support. We appreciate everyone's support during this, which is Gimmick Month. The month of June is always Gimmick Month here at If You're Driving. And we have two associate producers. We have Eric from Cleveland and Keith from California. We appreciate your continued patronage very much. And we'll be back at the end of the show to tell you what else you get, even at the $5 level of supporting our Patreon. Let's go. Oh Jesus
wow.
Christ.
Wow. What the fuck was that?
His first one.
Right into this microphone.
Yeah.
This delicious microphone.
From the tasty treat of winning the white off again.
Yeah.
I know. Again. It's that privilege, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on with the show. Welcome back from the ad break. This is If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes. I know you changed the channel.
What?
And we're back. And we're back at the actually let me check the top of the hour. It is okay, yes, it is at the top of the hour. We should take a break for traffic here in a second, but I think Nikki, you did want to say something. It is your day.
I think it would be so fucking sick if this episode was uploaded in two separate parts.
Okay. Say more because the audience
inconvenient for the audience. So the recording broke. Okay. Recording broke. Kick me out on my day.
We're recording this like 8 days later.
Yeah, we've come back. We've all had a little bit of time to think.
Yeah.
We meditated
the first
on
half
it.
Of this episode.
John went to that silent darkness retreat that Aaron Rodgers loves.
Is on. Fuck me. God.
He's kind of pissing himself in a cave.
I'm really sorry. This is just because I feel bad about saying this. It's very unchristian of me, but when he bursts his other Achilles open on the first play.
God, I fucking hope so.
I mean, I hope so. The dance I'll do in my living room would cause Black Phillip to appear in my living room right away with the book. It's like, oh, you've already chosen to live deliciously. You have to sign. And I'm like, but I want it to happen so
he would
bad.
dance with you is the thing.
He would.
Black Phillip?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
he would.
I've had an idea.
Yeah, what's up?
I think maybe over the course of August, we should try to record at the end of every episode 15 minutes of podcast and see if we can create a cohesive episode that then goes out as the bonus at the end of that month. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Nikki, you're a fucking genius.
And I don't know if we are allowed. I don't think we're allowed to take notes or anything.
No.
I think we just have to really try and fucking remember to put an episode together over the course of a month. And then that comes out as the bonus for August.
Yeah. I love this.
Okay.
Genius brain.
I do think that Aaron Rodgers is going to harm himself very bad.
I agree. I think
something's going to pop.
I totally completely agree. Yeah. He's not going to play again.
Speaking of popping, so do you think if we can put all 4 of our ACLs together, we can give Cameron Brink one good one. Is that good, do you think?
I mean, I'm not using mine. Really.
So that's in my knee?
That's in your knee.
I think I need
anterior cruciate ligament.
I think I need all my knee
yours?
ligaments. Yeah.
Because I need mine too.
I don't need
Jordan,
mine.
are you using yours?
Not regularly.
Okay, so that's good. So between you and John, we can tie those babies up
I
together.
mean, let's think about this for a second. Do you need them?
Yes.
Do I need them? Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
Cameron could more or less walk off the court.
Well, so the thing is, I did Google this
Pains
today.
in your head, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I was in a restaurant when I heard the news and I screamed. ESPN was on the TV and I went, no!
Okay. Well,
when it came across the
that's
bottom
different from screaming in my head.
Well, no, I didn't like
Ah! Like that would have been.
But then
that's awful.
But then I did Google, can you get one out of a dead guy? And I think the only difference is that because she's like a high performing athlete,
right?
You can't. But normally, for a regular person, they can just take him out of a dead guy. And
so you're saying we should give ours to her, and then
we can get
ours from a dead guy.
We can get ours from dead people.
Okay, but what if Cameron Brink like got hers from like
a dead athlete?
Rest his soul, bless his heart, Willie Mays. Or Bill Walton.
Walton.
Not Bill. His knees were fucked up.
Luke Walton.
Luke?
What's Luke up to?
What's Luke up to?
So this is great. It's
great deposit taking Willie Mays' ACL out of his freshly dead body to give to 6'4" white woman Cameron Brink.
Happy Juneteenth. I think that what we do need to create is some sort of bank for athlete parts. Like when
next to the lab grown steaks, it's like, athlete parts.
Yeah, athlete parts. So like, for example, Barry Bonds, right? Never had to get Tommy John surgery, right?
Right.
So what if they took his Tommy John out of his arm and they put it into somebody else?
Like Shohei.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like Shohei.
So this is the lab from the Monster Mash.
This is lab
he's
from Monster
working
Mash.
late one night before the Monster Mash starts. Is this lab?
Is there? Yeah, I think that guy had great ideas.
Nikki, who is that guy?
I think it's Frankenstein's dad. I think Dr. Frankenstein.
You're not my dad.
I think Dr. Frankenstein, his dad, is the Monster Mash guy.
So
Victor Frankenstein Senior. That's who. So if you look at the Monster Mash record, it says Victor Frankenstein Senior, Monster Mash.
Yes, correct. And then his son was so inspired by watching his dad work.
By doing the Graveyard Smash.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, critical to this is what if we just made one guy, cut out the middle men, plural, and make one middle man, singular. So he puts all of the parts together into Frankenstein's monster.
So so you're imagining a Frankenstein's monster that's like part Dracula, part mummy, part wolfman.
Is that not what he is? Is he just a dead guy? I've never seen this flick.
I mean, it's your day.
It is your
Is he just a dead guy? You can tell me if he's just a dead guy.
It depends on
the interpretation. Because in my brain, here's what Frankenstein looks like.
Uh-huh.
He's got a stitch like across his face like this.
Mm-hmm.
And the half of it is one guy, and then the other half is a different guy.
Yeah.
And then his other parts are just like different chunks of different guy.
Yeah, that's one Frankenstein version.
Yeah.
There's another Frankenstein version that's just like one dead guy.
Okay.
And then there's the original Frankenstein version, which is it's completely unclear how he fucking made this guy.
Very unclear.
It's just he did it.
He just did. He just made a guy.
He just made a guy. It was very goopy and sad.
Kind of why I think the visual representations of that have varied so much is that the original was just not very clear about what that was. Yeah.
I do love the idea, Universal, you can take this one.
No, you can't.
LB's okay, so you can't have it for free, but LB's idea is very good. where it's Invisible Man. So maybe his torso is not even there.
Can't
fucking see his torso.
See it.
He's like a reverse me. So like he's got arms and legs, but his torso is gone.
So,
they're all attached to an empty space.
What if we just gave Cameron Brink a Wolfman leg?
That'd be fucking great.
A reverse you?
A reverse me, M-I-I, Nintendo, me.
I completely just skated right over that. I was like, there's no way I can understand what this means.
I was like, wait, what?
You both, listener, both of my co-hosts gave me the blankest, most confused look possible when I said me. If you understood what I was talking about at home, I want you to write me at jwarren@fanbyte.com and just send a quick email and let us know if you understood what I was talking about when I said reverse
podcast at ifyou'redriving.com. Please email us.
That other one's going to go to a guy named Kyle who will not read your message.
Kyle won't read it. He's got to have turned that off, right?
I think so.
He had to.
I think so. But he has returned my emails though recently. So
that's good. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Sorry.
What was that? Was that a sneeze?
It was a cough, and then it turned into a small sneeze.
That was crazy.
I can see.
Have you ever seen someone sneeze in a crazy way in public that they're trying to hide, but then when you tell them "bless you," you realize that you've made it worse?
Yes,
by calling attention to it.
No,
that happens to me frequently.
There was a lady working behind. So I stopped in Amarillo on the way back to Fayetteville. We're driving back from Los Angeles. And I woke up in the morning and I went downstairs to check out. And the lady at the front desk turned her head to she sneezed like a cat 15 times. Just
great.
Over in the corner. At sneeze 8, I go, "Bless you." And then the second I said it, I was like, it would have infuriated me if I was the person sneezing.
Yeah.
And at number 8, I was told, "Bless you."
Yes.
I thought I was being nice. No. And then I was like, I fucked up.
Did you leave?
Yes. I did. I was done. And I was like, I don't even know where this is going to end. So I'm going to leave.
I should have put this on
dying also.
She was dying.
Yeah. I should have put this on the thing. You don't need to check out of a hotel.
I did because I don't normally. I just leave my shit and I go. I did because I needed to ask them something about my car, which was outside. But that's the only reason I just brought that stuff down. But I normally don't actually check out. No.
When I got stuck on a layover in Australia because the plane didn't show up or something, when I was leaving, we were leaving New Zealand going into Melbourne, and the plane didn't show up. The plane didn't show up. The plane didn't show up. So we went they put us in the hotel above the airport. And then when I was leaving, my friend Emily was like, "Okay, it's time to check out." And I was like, "I don't do that." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, you just leave. What are they going to do? Trap me? I didn't even pay for this hotel. You know?
Yeah.
So I just left.
Wait. Yeah. Especially if you're not paying for the hotel.
I check out so that they know that they
can clean the room.
So that like they aren't wondering.
Can have early checkout.
So they're not wondering like, is this person gone or not?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
You know, because adding it into the. So my mom, I think like I do all this like weird hotel etiquette stuff because my mom used to work in hotels. And like she did it when I was a kid, so I just picked it up from her. But she'd be like, "No, this is really important for the like the housekeeping workflow or something." She wouldn't say she never said workflow, but it's like it's considerate to housekeeping to to check out to let them know.
I tell the housekeepers that I'm leaving. And then
that's fine.
And I typically don't tell the front desk staff.
But I am never not leaving when checkout is.
Okay.
You know?
Then, yeah.
Well, you're never not leaving when checkout? Oh, so
you're always leaving exactly at checkout.
Almost always, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's how I live my life.
Okay. I also do.
I paid for those 3 hours.
Yeah, same. Same here. Unless I'm like on a road trip or something with Robbie. Then but I still tell them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm the asshole.
You're not the asshole because they know. Like they're fine. They know.
Okay.
Like
probably when they like watch me leave.
Yeah. And they're assuming people are leaving at checkout. And like
that's fair.
It's not like checking out is annoying, and having to wait in line is annoying, and like having to deal with all these people who want to check out is annoying. Especially if you're checking out at checkout time.
The hotel I was in Los Angeles was terrible. Well, you two know this.
Okay, yeah, it was terrible.
And I don't need to go into the reasons
we can admit it now that it was terrible.
It was awful. It was one of the worst hotel experiences in my life. I'm in it's taken me 2 full days of writing them.
Yes, like, give me some money.
So they, I don't even know. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna get. But I've spent a long time telling them that their thing is wrong. Mostly, and we don't have to get into it, but mostly like whatever they think their ADA accommodations are crazy. The bed is almost a foot off the ground. Like LB, you and I, like getting off of a bed that's that short. Like there's so many people who cannot get off of surfaces that fucking short.
Yeah,
it fucking stinks.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but the sound I'm gonna make,
I know,
it's gonna make me sound like I'm 95 years old.
I did it, but I'm like, it's not easy. It's just not easy for people. A lot of people to get up from services like that. Anyway, the final insult was the night before I checked out. I went down to the front desk and I was like, will there be someone to help me get my bags down with a cart in the morning? Because they didn't have that available when I checked in. And I was like, that's crazy because this is a hotel.
Yes.
And I'm paying what I'm paying for this. And this is a nice, like a quote unquote nice hotel.
Yes.
It's not like it's not like a hotel, Motel 6 or something. And they were like, we may have someone to help you with that.
Crazy.
But like security will definitely be able to come up and help you.
Security?
And I was like, okay, that's crazy. So
that's not their job.
I told them, I was like, I'm going to be leaving at like 5 a.m. And they're like, we may not have someone at 5 a.m. I was like, okay. So in the morning, I was like, I'm going to wait till 7 and then try to find someone to help me with this.
Yeah.
I call down, they go, oh, we don't have anyone to do that right now. And we only have 2 luggage carts for the hotel and we have a lot of checkouts right now. So after taking my stuff down in 4 shifts, I got on the elevator with my last bag with another girl that was carrying this big cooler. And she looks at me and I had not noticed her, but she goes, I've seen you a few times this morning. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, this is my 4th trip too. And I was like, what kind of fucking hotel is this? She's like, I don't know, man. We're leaving. And I was like, this is crazy. It was nuts. It was so weird.
The idea of like looking at you, John, like, like I am a person. I am at the hotel desk. I see this man who's staying in my hotel who is very like it's not like you're like secretly in a wheelchair. It's not like an invisible wheelchair.
No,
you know, it's not like a stealth wheelchair.
No,
it's definitely a wheelchair.
It's not a small limp or maybe the guy sprained his toe. It's a full ass. And for me to look down at you and be like, sorry, you're out of luck. Sorry.
Get your own bags, idiot.
Crazy.
What was crazy and should have made them feel a million times worse is that when I went outside to give the valet guy my ticket so he could bring the car around, he was like, do you have any bags? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go get my last one. He's like, here, I'll go with you. No one brought your bags down? And I was like, dog, like you got to figure out what hotel you're valeting at because it's not good. Man. I was like, the valet people are like, we'll come up and do this. And I'm just like, this is insane.
John Money back. Everybody chant with me.
John Money back.
We're going to figure it out.
Money back.
I mean, I almost died in the shower. Money back.
Jordan, sorry. I did almost die in the shower. God, that was fucking funny.
Was it?
Well, in hindsight, it was funny because
at the afterwards.
I think it was so funny. Didn't I tell the story last time? On last episode?
Yeah, you did.
But just filling up a death trap with water is so funny. Without thinking about it, is very funny.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad you didn't die.
We think. This could just all be
you could have died.
Kind of like the end of like what my brain is showing me as I
well, no, because we're here.
But can you imagine
your
brain if your brain was making you do work for a full ass week after you'd fucking died.
What do you think John's brain would make him do?
Yeah,
what do you think my brain would make? I mean, I don't know. Actually, John, I shouldn't speak for you. What do you think my brain would make me do? It would be work. I'd be working.
I guess.
Yeah.
But John's brain made him drive across the country and then do work.
But to the place where I was born. Think about that.
Oh, make you think you went home.
You think you went back.
Buried, you dug a hole for yourself.
You went back to the scene of the crime.
I did. I did. I'm buried in the Cadillac Ranch. I'm buried at
That's where the cars come.
I'm buried at the place where you can get the 72-ounce steak for free.
For free?
We should do that. If you eat the whole thing, we shouldn't do it, but we should go to that place.
Do I get to shit when I'm there in the restaurant also?
Like, I think you're allowed to shit, I think. They definitely have people who throw up. I know that.
Just stop yourself before
2 ounces of steak.
That's a lot. It's so
pounds.
fucking much.
2 pounds.
5 pounds. What?
I just Googled it unless I Googled it wrong.
72 ounces
is not 2 pounds.
72. I did 32. 72 is 4.5 pounds.
I couldn't eat
crazy. That's crazy.
I think I could do it.
You could do it?
I eat. Let me tell you all about how I eat real quick.
Let me talk to you.
At least twice a month, I will take advantage of a deal on the McDonald's app.
Okay.
Where if you buy a 20-piece chicken McNuggets, you get 2 orders of fries for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they are any size orders of fries.
Oh,
yeah. So they're large.
So they're both larges.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll sit down and have that for lunch, and it's no problem.
Yeah, but that's not the same
like
as
2
a
pounds.
4-pound steak.
Yeah, but that's like 2 pounds of food.
So
that's
like
different.
Yeah, I could eat a 2-pound steak. I couldn't eat a 4-pound steak.
I could eat a 32-ounce steak.
No, but I'm saying whenever it's done, I'm not like, I can't believe I ate all that.
My
it's
tummy,
like no sweat off.
Right.
Yeah, it's like no sweat off my brow, totally normal. 4 hours later, I'm eating again.
See, but here's the thing, Jordan. I also know that you have something called irritable bowel syndrome, which I also do.
What's the afterlife?
Yeah.
So like 12 hours later, what's the after of that kind of 2-pound meal?
Well, it's that my IBS doesn't work with like quantity. It's more about like
what it is.
Yeah, like what it is
or quality.
Yeah, it's about quality.
Okay, that's fair.
Quality time with your ass.
Yeah,
and shit.
Quality time with your ass.
Anyway, I think I could do it.
Okay, we should all do it.
I don't eat.
I will not
beef.
be doing it.
What if they did? What if they did a 72-ounce thing for something else, like tofurkey? Would you do that?
I'm not going to eat 4 pounds of tofurkey. That's insane.
It's fucking crazy.
What if Terry Funk asked you to do it?
I would do it in 5. I would do it without thinking about it.
Okay.
I would do I would do the steak without thinking about it. If Terry Funk asked me to do it, are you crazy?
All right.
But he's not going to.
Well, his ghost will be at the steakhouse going.
Okay, if he's talking to me through a medium
steak.
or a psychic or something, I'm not doing it. It has to be Terry Funk face to face.
Okay, all right.
I love Terry Funk. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a legend.
R.I.P. to a legend.
R.I.P.
I don't want to do one of those eat it and it's free things. That's too much pressure.
It's all free if you pay for it. So you do it every day. You eat anything.
It's all free if you pay for it. Sounds like one of those things that like my economics professor would have said, like, and kind of been sincere about it. Well, it's all free if you pay for it.
Yeah, the roads are free, but you pay for them with taxes.
What do you mean it's all free if you pay?
Is that Country Obama? What was that?
I'm trying out a new guy.
Yeah, I like it.
I love Country Obama.
Yeah, I like Country Obama. Can you order some biscuits and gravy?
I'm trying to. I lost it.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's hard.
Gone.
It's hard to do it on command.
Yeah, it's okay. He'll come when he comes.
He'll come when he comes.
Come when he comes. We can't control Country Obama.
That's
the whole point.
Obama.
Is we can't control him.
He's here some days, gone some others.
Yeah.
This ain't Texas.
Exactly. Ain't no hold 'em, you know?
Ain't no hold 'em. Well, that's it for the show, right?
I think that's it.
Right.
It's got to be because I got therapy in 15 to 20 minutes.
All right. Well, if you're driving, close your eyes. It's produced by Jordan Mallory, music by Jordan Mallory, and podcast started by Max Schwartz. You can support us and help us make this podcast. on our Patreon at ifyou'redriving.com. That'll actually take you to our link tree. So if you go to patreon.com/ifyou'redriving, that'll take you directly to the Patreon. But you can also find a Patreon link right there. Your Patreon money helps us do things like buy groceries, pay rent. You remember that one time we went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory? Stuff like that. We have so many more goals for things we want to do, like digging holes, buying more groceries, renting one of those bikes with 9 seats. Just $5 a month gives you access to all of our content. That includes a video version of the episode that goes up early every week, as well as Jordo's producer notes with the JPEGs we described in a given episode. Every month, you'll get a Patreon exclusive bonus episode and a patrons only stream for $15 a month. You'll canonically be the real life Santa Claus Popo Shisho Papa Noel, and we'll thank you on the show. And for $1,000 a month, you can find us and make us dig holes wherever you are and wherever we are. You have to bring a shovel, and you also have to be part of that membership tier. Membership in our beautiful and wonderful Discord community is available for all patron tiers, and we would love to hang out with you in there. It is a blast. If you like what we do, we also really appreciate it if you told your friends and loved ones. Word of mouth is really the best way you can help us keep doing this thing. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Do we have any new reviews by chance?
No,
we do
leave
not.
Us a review and we can read it to you.
We will read it unless you say something
your words.
bad.
Fail.
But yeah, we will read it. You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at If You're Driving, Instagram and If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, Blue Sky at ifyou'redriving.com, and you can email us at podcast@ifyou'redriving.com. Okay, you're good. You can open your eyes.
Am I?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. I think you're great. Or I think you're great. I don't know about John.
I do. I think you're great. But having said that, LB, do you want to take us out?
Sure. Shronker was a popular holo game which was designed for 2 players, with both of them controlling movements of a comet via the control stick. Shronker. Ta strona ni posiada jeżdżesz zawartości. Możesz wyżakać ten tytuł bystreści i nic stron lub przeszkód położone registry, ale nie masz uprawnień do utworzenia tej strony.